Do you live in New York? Amira asked Jean. No, I live in the Upper Peninsula in Marquette. I teach there. What do you teach? Writing, I said. I took the job 20 years ago and it's my last stop. Who would want to leave the Upper Peninsula of Michigan? Lake Superior, so blue, so huge. You see no end of it. Growing up along the muddy Mississippi in New Orleans, I had never seen waters like these. In the UP, in Munising, along a rugged shoreline, the water is so clear you see rock bottom. You can tour shipwrecks, see everything, through huge glass panes on the boat's floor. Sandstone cliffs streaked with minerals, ochre, jade, dun, rise high as 200 feet. I've heard about the UP, said Amira. Sounds beautiful. Many students at WSU come from there and can't wait to get back home when their schedule allows or even when it doesn't. Some go back for a long weekend during hunting season while school is still in session. They say there's nothing like being at camp. And despite leaving home for college, they stay close to their family, closer than I am to mine. I envy that. They seem quite connected to the physical place they come from. Forests, beaches, water. I don't have any of that. I'm as uprooted as most Americans. And another little slice. It turns out that the two women have had deaths in their families. Amira's mother has died very recently, and Jean's father has died, and so then we get into a comparison of their familial funerary traditions. And Amira recounts what it was like when her mother died. Amira is, did I mention, from New Delhi, and Jean is Cajun from New Orleans. I was glad to be back home at the old house, Jean said, but I had little to do with the funeral. According to our family custom, the eldest son performs the rituals, so all the work fell on my brother Raj. He cut reeds from the backyard, covered them with cleared butter, and built Mother's pyre. He placed her on the bier and covered her with cinnamon and other spices. That controls the smell of burning flesh, Amira said. Then he covered her with a second layer of reeds. What's the purpose of butter? Jean asked. It keeps the fire burning, Amira said. Oh, of course, said Jean. Each day, for 12 days, my brother brought our mother her favorite dishes. That's the custom. Bananas and guava, green beans with coconut, fish cooked in dates, and yogurt sauce. Sounds delicious, Jean said. On banana leaves, Amira added. Raj brought her everything on banana leaves, sometimes steamed in banana leaves. We eat everything with banana leaves, she explained. Exotic, Jean said. I guess, said Amira. Then Raj brought Mother coins to give to the boatman when she arrived in the underworld. The boatman? That blows my mind, John said. I know, Amira said. There must have been a common root between the Greeks and my tribe. How fascinating, said Jean. It was my first funeral, Amira added. What a story, Jean said. What details. You need to write this story. Not now, Amira said. I couldn't do it. Maybe years from now. I understand, Jean said. And then there's this is followed by Cajun burial customs, which I will not go into. If there's a second round, maybe so. I'll take you straight to the end. The two women hastily exchanged email addresses before they parted. Jean was sure she would never see or hear from the young woman again. 5 days later, when her plane touched down at K.I. Sawyer International Airport in Gwin, Jean welcomed the fresh air, jack pine and balsam atop rolling hills. She thought of Amira, stung by the memory of her lukewarm reception of her poems. Still, she liked the girl. She placed the boarding pass bearing her email into a tiny drawer of the jewelry box atop her armoire. Then Jean looked at herself in the mirror. She closed her eyes and took a deep breath. She imagined the aroma of banana leaves roasting in butter.